Time to throw our helmet in the Sachsenring. Oh man, this track. I struggle here mightily. I can get a quick time down, but it's super hard for me to be consistent here. There's a lot of areas where it's like part throttle, and I'm not really good with the part throttle stuff. I was able to get a 122.573, which I'm really happy with. Whether or not we'll be able to do that in the races remains to be seen. I think the fast guys are going to be doing low 21s, maybe 20s. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. But we'll go through. I'll show you my quick lap, and then I'll go through my thought process of what I'm going through when I did it, and then we'll come back here and have some final thoughts. Here we go.
Sector 2 time is good. That lap was a 122.57. Sector 3 time is fast.
Alright, Porsche Cup, Sachsenring, fixed setup. I've moved the brake bias back 4 clicks to minus 5.5. Got us a 122.573. We're going to go through how we did that real quick here. And away we go. Flat out on the start-finish straight. We're waiting for the last one of these lines that are on the pit exit here. We're going to get over on the left-hand side. And there's the second to last. Here's the last. We're going to brake right around here, maybe a little bit before. And we're going to start downshifting. Our goal is to get down to second. And we're going to wait and start turning in slowly. As we start easing up off the brakes, we're going to have to hold the brakes pretty long on this one. Just ease up on that pressure. Keep it a little bit there so we can keep the turn in going. It's really easy to ask for too much rotation on a lot of these corners and spin out. Never mind these skid marks here. It's inconsequential. But yeah, just be careful how much rotation you're asking for and if you can get all that turn in going. But we're getting to about here. And we keep on easing off the brakes and we start putting a little bit of throttle in. Gotta wait until we can get the car to finish turning, and we can straighten out the wheel before we can start getting back on the throttle. We're going to end up getting up to third for this corner here, and then we're going to full throttle here, and then we're going to have to start slowing down pretty soon here. But this is a really light braking zone. We're just holding a little bit of brake pressure. That turning going is especially hard because it's all downhill here, and we can bring the throttle back as we come around. Don't have real good markers for any of this kind of stuff here, which is a little frustrating and makes being consistent difficult. But we're full throttle through here a little bit, and then as we approach this next corner, we're going to have to start hitting the brakes again. Again, real light on the pressure. We're going to have to hold this pressure a long time. Patience is one of the things I struggle with on this course. But we're going to hold that brake pressure. I probably keep it a little too tight. in on this corner. We probably could have gone out a little bit further and waited a little bit longer before we get back on the throttle, but we're just trying to turn this in here and just ease onto the throttle. We're gonna have to be patient. And once we get the car turned around, there we go. We'll wait till we can straighten out the wheel. Then we can get back on the throttle. There's a lot of patience there. And as we come up over here, we're going to start lifting, because otherwise we'll send our car off into the yonder over there. And then as we approach this curb here, we're going to start hitting the brakes. Not super hard, it's a long braking zone here. So just hold that brake pressure, and like right here, my brain tells me, oh, I want to get back on the throttle, but we need to keep on holding that brakes because there's another turn coming up over here. Just get a little bit on the throttle. And just be patient. Because of the angle of the corner, we can't get on full throttle yet. And then we can straighten out the wheel, and we can go full throttle for a little bit here. But we're going to have to start lifting as we come down through here. So we're going to approach this curb, and we're going to lift a little bit. And as we come around, we've got to wait. Again, patience is the key on this course. And put a little bit more throttle in here. Get up on the curb. And as we come around to the exit, we can get back full throttle. And then we're going to go full throttle up until we get to about this white line before the bridge here. So we'll get over onto the right as much as we dare. And then we'll hit the brakes. We'll probably be a little bit further on the right. It's super bumpy over there though. I'll hit the brakes. Get down to fourth. Just hold that little bit of brake pressure as we come through here. And then we want to get on the throttle. We have to be patient before we can get full throttle. We got to get enough turn going that we don't. It's easy to, if we go too much throttle too soon, we'll shoot off into the sand over here. We don't want that. We wait, and then we can get full throttle. Have to keep the wheel turned in quite a bit. And then we keep going full throttle up until we get to this corner here. And as we hit this corner, we're going to hit the brakes just a little bit. So just hit the brakes a little bit. Probably a little bit lighter than I did there. Maybe longer. And you want to come out over to the right-hand side here. Probably more than I did. But it worked out. And then we'll start going full throttle. We want to get our left wheels kind of on the inside of this curb here. Is kind of what we're aiming for angle-wise. We're full throttle through this section here. And we're going to go all the way to the right. That's where the inertia is going to carry us. We want to get pulled back to the left a little bit here. As soon as we do, we want to get the car turning to the right again. So that we can make this corner. And this is a really tough, this takes a lot of practice to get down. And if we overshoot, we'll end up over here, and that's a 1 second slowdown that we don't want. But we're full throttle through here. Our next braking zone is going to be where this curbing starts on the right hand side. We're going to hit the brakes. Pretty decently heavy, we're going pretty quick. We're going to shift down, and we're going to start turning in. I want to turn in earlier than this, but the corner is not set up for that, so we need to wait until we get to the end of the curbing here before we start to turn in. I probably still turned in a little bit early. We're going to hit the brakes and we're going to start easing off of them. Using our trail braking, as we do. We're getting down to third, and we're going to wait until we can kind of start to see the corner come out, and then we'll start putting a little bit of throttle in. And we're just going to wait until we've got the car turned, straighten out the wheel, and we're full throttle again. we're gonna go full throttle through here. We're gonna brake a little bit before this white line. I actually got on a little bit early there. Right about there. And we're gonna get down to third. I was doing second for a long time. I think that third is probably better. We're gonna ease into the corner. This is another one of those that the camber is weird on. So if you ask too much rotation, it's really easy to spin out or shoot off. So it's just going to take a lot of practice to kind of get the way that it carries around over. But we're easing off the brakes and we're starting to get back on the throttle as we get over here. And we're just going to kind of point the car uphill here, straight, and then we're just going to turn a little bit for that final bit of the turn as we're full throttle here. And we just go full throttle the rest of the way. And there we have it, 122,573. Yeah, like I said, I really struggle with this one. It's one of the toughest courses I think we have on the service for me. Just all the partial throttle through the corners and everything, and the weird angles, and it's really tough. We'll see how it goes. If you want to watch along live and see me struggle, twitch.tv/thebuiltdownman is where we do those live. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. And if you think I earned it, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. Bye.